Hello, everyone. It's Shelley Bays here with Melanie Ake, co-founders of Scale for Women. And today we have a very special guest, Megan Bennett, who is going to be one of our featured speakers at our upcoming event on April 22nd at the Broadmoor Country Club in Indianapolis. Recession Proof Your Business is for women business owners. And Megan, we are so excited. You've actually spoken at events for both Melanie and I in the past. So we know what level of fire you are going to bring to this event and the incredible amount of expertise that you have. So tell everyone exactly what it is that you do and what you're planning to kind of talk about at the event to help women business owners.
Yeah, for sure. So I do social media marketing for small businesses and nonprofits. And that means everything from consulting on what they may need and giving them just a little bit of help to doing everything for them if they just don't want to do it themselves. So, and everything in between. We do work in organic and in paid in the both spaces because I think both of those things need to work together. The social media networks really don't have our best interest at heart unless we're paying to play. So we've got to do a little bit of both. But yeah, so I'm really excited to be with you guys for this event. I think it'll be really inspiring and fun. And my goal will be to make it, kind of easy to understand what I think folks need to do, at least now in 2023, to, really elevate their business on social media and get themselves, noticed and drive some business.
One of the things, Megan, I'm sorry, Shelley, one of the things that I've noticed, Megan, that I really was excited about you coming is you break down the analytics for where your customer is. And we all know how important that is as a business owner and a woman business owner to compete in a space, a really heavy space. Like I would say everybody's a coach, right? Everybody's a coach, but what do you do differently and how do you help serve your clients? And so you really have shown me the technique and how to find those right clients and market to them smartly. That's why I'm excited about you coming.
Yeah. And I'm absolutely going to do that because you have to have that plan and that strategy in place. You've got to know, for lack of a better term, it's a marketing plan, right? You have to know who your audience is, what your message is, and then figure out where they are hanging out, because it doesn't make any sense to throw a bunch of social media on, Instagram if your audience isn't on Instagram. But, it's but it makes a lot of sense and one coach is not the same as another coach. A lifestyle coach or a business coach is going to be very different than, another type of coach. So you got to find where their people are, and you have to have that message kind of really honed in order to make a splash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And our small business owners that are attending this event, we believe that they're going to need so much strategy because today's markets have changed. And, the recession, we're all feeling it, but it's having that one strategic advantage of really understanding what you do and why you do it. And the theme of really our panel is going to be about community giving. And so how do you show up in the market space to really gain trust with your audience, right? With your own audience, whatever you're serving, how do you gain that trust faster?
Yeah, no, like trust. That's everything, right? And it really doesn't matter unless you have a $0 offer or a $12.99 offer, right? And then okay, somebody could take a chance on $12.99. But if you've got an offer any higher than that, boy, people better love you and trust you, or they're not going to spend a dime. Yeah, for sure.
And that really goes for retail businesses as well. I think that's where a lot of businesses get caught up. They think if they're a brick and mortar, that they don't have to play by the same rules as those of us that are predominantly online service providers.
Right. Yeah. That's not true. I mean, it's just not. And if especially organizations or companies like a spa, right? So if you own a spa, I'm trusting my face and my skin and my body and all of that. Boy, you better bring it. I better know exactly who you are and trust that, if you're sticking a needle in my face, it's, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Right. So yeah, you got to show up and show.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Are
there's a
you,
sweet spot.
I was just going to ask, one of the things that you talked about, Megan, when you came and spoke at ABO was, how, not just how to create content, but why you're creating it.
Mhm.
Is that something you're going to be sharing with this audience?
Yeah, because really we're going to talk that whole marketing, the whole idea of putting together that marketing plan. Yes. So that's a big part of it, right? It's not just kind of what you're saying, but why you're saying it and who you're saying it to. And then that machine that you have to put into place in order to make it easy to do, so you're not losing your mind and doing it every day of every week, you'll burn out very, very fast. So yeah, it's all works together for sure. Yep.
Melanie,
Cool.
got any?
I'm just really excited because when we talk about building our business, it's sales confidence and leadership excellence. And so being able to know who you are, what you stand for, how you want to grow your business, right? Becoming aware of what your niche is in the market. I think that is so important that all of our speakers have said. Like, if you can understand that and why you're in business, first of all, who you're serving, how you can really be a resource in your community, that's then, right, that's the foundation. And then building a strategy around that so you can build your business and you can really, like Shelley always says, recreate your business to be recession proof in any kind of market. In that way, you're confident, right? When you leave, you're going to be confident about having one key thing to focus on and change that will really impact the rest of the year. That's what
Yeah,
we're
and
excited
I've
about.
got a couple little nuggets that that I think might surprise people, but especially coming from somebody like me who is in social media all the time. We're going to talk about a couple other things that you've got to do off of social media in order to make sure that you are really solidifying everything, so that if I don't know, maybe Elon Musk buys another platform and ruins that one too, you never know. So so you got to protect yourself.
Mhm.
Yep.
And that is part of this whole day. And none of the speakers that, and we're interviewing all of our speakers. And Megan, I am so excited and know that we asked the right women to speak to our audience, because you're all have this common thread about community and about relationships. And at the bottom line is, no matter what you're doing, and women, we are pros at relationship building and building community, but we get so caught up in doubting ourselves. Are we doing the right thing? I mean, if I'm here, should I be over there? If I'm doing work, shouldn't I be with my family? So
We've got guilt issues. That's what it is. We've got guilt issues. And yeah, you're right. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I showing up in the right space? Am I spending too much time on something? Am I spending not enough time on something? We get in our heads way more than men do.
And you're going to be
I can
bringing,
say some things about that, but I won't.
well, we might that day, who knows? But one of the things that I love about you is the fact that you're going to be helping women to gain clarity so that they're not questioning themselves.
Yeah.
They're going to have a clear path. They're going to have for them, because every single one of our businesses is different. And we have to show up authentically, but smart.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. What works for one person is not going to work for the other person necessarily, but how you get to that is the same. Like, so we can get you to there, and then you've got to kind of figure it out on your own. But, give everybody the basics that they have to have, and know how to work through things like a social media marketing plan in order to not waste their time, in order to actually make a difference. yeah, it's a big deal. And I mean, I can't tell you how many people I see spin their wheels all day, every day on social. And for what, right? You don't have to show up in a reel every single day. You just don't. You need to have a strategy so that maybe you do that sometimes, but you don't necessarily have to do it all the time, right? So, but that strategy is the most important part.
What I love about this, Megan, is we're going to have Ruth Ann Bowen, which you have not met, that really helps women with their websites. And
Oh, good.
her background is in Wix. So Wix designer, she's been a partner forever, just such a great following. And so the combination of the two of you, right, how to build, maintain, and really develop your website so then you can really push all of the things that you need to social media,
Yeah.
knowing where to show up, knowing how to message, knowing how to brand, knowing how to market. Like this is going to be such a skill building day. The resources, the networking, the community that everybody's going to be able to develop to say, if I don't know, now I'm confident because I can go to one of you as experts in the space that you do it every single day, right?
Every day.
It's not just something you like, you do it every day and you serve tons of clients. And so
It's
yeah.
Saturday. I'm doing it today.
I know
too.
that's right.
Every day.
But we just appreciate it, right? That was our vision, to bring in the top level people that are playing the game in a big way to help lots of customers be successful, because we know whether it's a brick and mortar or it's an online business or they've just started to develop an idea about, hey, I should start this business. I've got something disruptive in the market that I want to think through. What's the right approach? So
Yeah.
you're going to be a key person to helping us think through those strategies.
Yeah. And I got to say, like, even that's something I'm working on myself right now for my business. So it'll be fun to be able to talk a little bit more about that and kind of that process, and hopefully enlighten some folks or bring some people along, lift some boats with me. Yeah, it's so cool that you guys are doing a full day event too, because I feel like sometimes when you just have one speaker, you get, you're absorbing that, but you sort of forget about the other pieces of your business. And to have a full day where you're really focusing on each individual piece, and at least for me, that's how my brain works. I want a big dump of information to help me kind of move the bar forward. So I think the full day type model is really good. Yeah.
Great.
We
Well,
think so too.
yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting here watching this right now, go to scaleforwomen.com and get your ticket, because we have limited seats. We have a full day packed for you. And, the bonuses that are going to come out of this, you guys are all really bringing it. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to have a panel about community giving and how we really, like you said, the magic sauce is, how do you give back and how do you become that resource so that when you start to market, it's smart. You don't have to overthink and exhaust yourself on it. It's really organic and authentic. Nice. So, Megan, we're just, thank you so much for your time this morning. And Shelly, thanks for doing this with me. We're going to have so much fun April the 22nd at the Broadmoor Country Club. Go to scaleforwomen.com and get your ticket today.